So we are the Mochizukis, and these are our fur babies. This is Bailey.
And this is Charlie.
And
your life. Oh, yeah.
Wait, on the count of three. Ready?
One, two, three. Your life elevated. All right, we're Del and Sean Mochizuki.
Well, I'm Del.
And I'm Sean.
That's Sean.
And we've been going to Elevate for almost 2.5 years, ever since we were in the Bumgardner living room. I think for me, it's.
Oh wait, look at the camera.
Okay. For me, I'm in a period of transition right now, and just a little bit of background on myself. My entire image and self-worth was wrapped around my career and my ability to provide for myself and for my family.
Your identity.
My identity. And right now I'm in the middle of transitioning from a previous career into a new career, and so really my wife has been the breadwinner for our family, and it's been a transition for us. It's been a transition for me, and so when we talk about what's going on right now in my life, there's just a lot of different changes. I'm realizing that this is a season of just waiting. You know, transition is never easy, and being patient isn't easy. And I'm just realizing that right now there's something that I need to be learning about, myself and this marriage that we have and this changing dynamic that we have. And then also learning about this new profession that I'm going to be moving into. And it can be frustrating at times, but I realize that it's just a part of it, and I just need to do this well so that I can move into this next season well. And so one thing that I've been doing is I've been focusing on my health. And for those of you who know us, Del has always been hammering me about being more healthy, eating healthy, working out, just being more active.
I knew your face was looking skinnier.
So that yoga mat that she gave me for my birthday, it's coming in handy now. So I've really taken my health. It's important to me, and something that I'm really placing an importance, and it's a priority in my life now.
But I think more so too is, I think the reason why it's important to take care of your health is because it's really honoring the body that God has given you, right? I think it's so important to remember that and use that as part of your why when you need that motivation to work out or to eat healthier. It's really because you're trying to honor the gift that God has given you, right? And has given your family, right? Like your family members are affected by your health, right? Like, so if something happened to you, that's really gonna affect them. And so I think, ultimately that's really why I want Sean to be healthy.
I've been on this journey for the past month, and I'm realizing that this discipline that I'm building is something that can be applied to, say, my relationship with the Lord, in terms of my prayer life, in terms of getting into the Word. I'm also realizing that if I can be disciplined with my body, I can be disciplined at work, right? So it's not only just working out, but it's this discipline that I'm building here is going to be spilling over into other aspects of my life. Gotta go back.
I think for myself, along with what Sean said, I think that God's really sort of changing my heart, I guess, doing work on my heart, because I think my natural instinct is, hey Sean, you're the husband, you're the man of the house, like, you need to do your share, and if you're not working full time, you need to make sure that every hour of your day you're studying real estate, if that's what you want to do, and that's just like it's the boss part of me, the business hat part of me. But I think God's really speaking to me and saying, Del, there will be seasons in your life and in your marriage with Sean where you're gonna have to take a step back, and ultimately I think God brought us together and is blessing our marriage and is reminding me that we're a team. This is a team effort. It's not just me, it's not just Sean, it's not Del has to do 50, Sean has to do 50, right? I think Pastor Zach and Pastor Danessa during our premarital counseling, one of the wisest things that they told us is that marriage is never 50-50, it's 100-100. And I think God's really been humbling me and working on my heart in that sense. In the beginning, I did struggle with that. And also to be less selfish. I think God's really speaking to me in this season to be less selfish, to really hear people out. As you know, I like to talk. I think I'm a natural parrot. I did this recent what they call DISC assessments, and I found out that I'm a parrot with eagle tendencies, whatever that means. But apparently a parrot likes to talk, and a parrot likes to interrupt people, and a parrot likes to talk over people and not really be an active listener. And so
I think we ran out of tape already.
I'm
just messing with you. I'm just messing with you.
You just interrupted me. I feel like there's a little bit of parroting you. Back to the point. So anyway, I think God's really teaching me how to be, or challenging me to be less selfish in this season. To, really support Sean. Through this transition, I realized that it's, whatever might be hard in our marriage, it's even harder for Sean during this season. And so God's really challenging me to be supportive of Sean, to really give him the words of affirmation that he needs in this season, because he is a words of affirmation person. And to just remind him that he is just such a valuable person, not only in my eyes, but the Lord's eyes as well. I remember there was one night when we were talking and we were sharing with another couple about the season that we're in, and I just started crying because I just couldn't believe how insecure I felt you were, and how you couldn't see how much value you have and how much value you bring to the table. And I know that God sees just how valuable you are, and for me to feel or see that you were insecure in that moment or in this season, it really breaks my heart, because I feel like sometimes I value you more than myself. And so anyway, it really gets me all teary-eyed, because anyway. Can you cut that last one?
It's cool to be able to cheer you on the sideline and see this growth, and it's, I think before maybe I would be insecure in the sense that, hey, she's way more successful than I am, but we're a team, and the successes that you're enjoying now at work and professionally, it's dude, that's my wife now. That's my partner, and I think the Lord has really changed my heart, and I like the fact that I'm maturing and being able to see beyond just what's going on for myself, but what's going on in our team that we have. Yeah.
And also, how do you define success? And I think before, Sean and I, we used to have this Excel spreadsheet where we would project out our lives. We need to have this much income in order to buy this house, or we need to have X amount of dollars in our bank account and savings and whatever. And I think slowly what we're learning is that success is not just it's not dollars, When I look at the Bumgardners, they have such a rich life. That to me is success. If you look at their kids, and they're just such a blessing, right? That itself is God, and Sean and I, for us, we just really are so inspired by that, and we're learning that success is not defined by your bank account. It's not defined by your title. Success is defined by the relationships that you have, the people that you have an impact on, right? It's defined on how much time do you spend with God, how close are you to the Lord. And I think that itself is one of the most important things that I've learned from Elevate and from knowing Pastor Zach and Pastor Danessa. Your life elevated.
Did I look away too quickly? Okay, we're good.